Oh, it is. I'm so over the weather. I'm over it.
What is it doing there?
Right now, not a lot. It's super cloudy, which is why
Mhm.
my energy is tanked.
Mhm.
And we're
Mhm.
in another severe weather watch. Of course we are.
Tis the
You missing it?
season.
Are you missing it?
Um, it's not that here, but it's like 150% humidity is what it feels like outside.
Yeah,
Like when you
yeah.
just step out and you're just immediately sweating, you're like, oh, fun. Glad I got dressed for the day.
Oh, yeah, that's why I was like, today, I don't even care. I'm supposed to have one last senior session tonight, but God, I hope the sun pops out. I just need it out for 30 minutes. It's a guy. It's gonna be super simple and easy. It's
Yeah,
right here in Hollis. I just need 30 minutes to get his
30
safety stuff.
minutes. We're gonna
Yeah.
pray for 30 minutes of sunshine.
It says it's coming. It's just right now it doesn't look that way. But anyway,
Okay. All right. So where do you want to start since we're shifting things?
I know. Very excited. Kind of nervous, but mostly excited. Because I think when you force people, like this is how my mind works, when you force people to not have 7 different ways, they only get two. It
Yep.
just seems to be more effective. Um, and I feel like our email rates are pretty good. Like, and I think they
Yes.
can only feel like they can only get better because a lot of the email rates we're seeing always have something promotional in them. So that's
Hmm.
something to think about too. But yeah,
I
no,
agree.
I'm excited. I'm ready to stop the group. And then I'm also, it just dawned on me literally 5 minutes ago. Oh, what's Tara gonna do?
Oh,
So, but that's okay. She's well-rounded. Surely we can find something for her to kind of aid in or help, or maybe that's where we go all in on the podcast and I start having her pitch people. I mean, who knows,
yeah.
right? Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
I just think that because it does seem like people sit in there forever and just like soak in all the free things, right? So to me, that's
yeah, or
how,
they don't even pay
like,
attention.
like
Yeah.
if you're just in here for years soaking in the free stuff, you're not going anywhere. So let's force you to like choose your path.
Yes, and you know what's interesting? So I had some people fill out that market research form, and I'm only taking podcast listeners. Like I'm not literally people are some of them wrote, no, I don't listen to it. I'm like, okay, I'm not gonna hop
Yeah.
on a call with you. Like there's no point. But then some of them are like the way they phrase things is very interesting. It was like, uh, you give so much value but you don't like push us to buy things. And I like don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. You know what I mean? Because I'm also kind of like a lot of people are like, oh my gosh, yes, I love your podcast. I've been binging it. But
Uh-huh.
it's like, what is that thing again that's going to make them cross over? And so I thought about this like in the past, that's where the boot camp. And if you think about it, we really have not done a boot camp at
Yeah.
all. Like not even close. So my thoughts were we could pause the group, like let people know like we're done, we're not going to be posting here, and then we just reactivate it for boot camps.
Hmm.
Or we start fresh. I don't care. But I think using an established group would make it seem like, oh my God, there's 2,000 people in this boot camp just for, you know what I'm saying? Just
Right.
for that perception. Because that's how Stephanie and Chelsea do theirs, is in their Facebook group.
Yeah.
So then again, I kind of forgot that you can't even really go live anymore. Can you? I don't think you can stream anymore
I
because they
don't think
took
you
Zoom
can
out.
stream in. We'll have to look into that. Yeah.
Okay. Anyway, just my thoughts there. But yeah, I think we would let it run its course through the end of May, and then
Hmm.
as of May 31st, we close it. So somewhere in there, we might need to go like maybe the last 2 weeks of May. So it gives us 2 weeks right now to prep whatever it is we're trying to push them to. Maybe we like for 2 weeks just kind of remind them keep tagging the everyone tag and try to
Hmm.
get as many people over to the email list as possible. But I think I want to give them like an incentive. Like what's the freebie that we're going to give them, or what's the, you know, it's something sweet, short, simple, whatever, you know,
Yeah.
like something that's just going to be like, oh yeah, I really want that, and I'll get on her email list. So
Yeah. Okay. So we need to think about that. Let's
yeah.
do let's do the content. It's so funny. Let's do the content calendar for the upcoming session. And it makes me laugh because I went ahead and did July, and then I remembered that June's going to be our last one until the fall. So,
Well, we're still giving them the calendar for July.
okay, we're just not doing
we're just not
like,
doing
planning
this.
session.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay, so June is done and July is ready to go as well. So I need this to go. This stupid Zoom bar. Okay. So let's go through Zoom. All right, Zoom. Let's go through Zoom. Let's go through June. Monday the 3rd is, what do we want to do?
Okay. Let me refamiliarize myself with kind of what I've been having them do. We're doing personal, we're doing educational. Hold on just a second. Personal, educational,
and engagement.
Promo, engagement.
Yeah.
And really, I guess I could take educational as well. I'm just gonna add another category. We're gonna do like behind the scenes client experience.
Okay.
Okay. So for Monday, let's actually tease a session that they've had in the last week. So show us, some pictures from there.
Okay.
And then this one could also, we could tie it in with, maybe you add an extra line underneath it or in parentheses or whatever you want to do. That's like basically talking about availability you have for the summer, to kind of throw that in there.
Okay.
Perfect. Okay. So then let's do, maybe it's like talk about what you're excited. Yeah, talk about what you're excited about for summer. I was trying to find a better way to say that. Yes. Okay, let's do an engagement for Wednesday. What is something that I would ask people? Maybe it's simply like, do you have a vacation planned over the summer? And if so, where are you going? Because I'm always curious to see what people are doing.
I know, me too. I'm nosy like that.
Okay, Thursday the 6th, let's do styling tip for, I guess, okay, let's get more specific. Let's do, oh my God, my brain's like dead, Courtney. Hold on. I have ideas. I just can't
It's the weather. It's the weather.
I can't get them here. You know what I mean? Okay, let's do like basically 3 summer outfits for your ideal client.
I like that one.
Yeah.
Okay. This is feature a local business or venue.
Honestly, let's just do that. Follow Friday. I love it. Great. Okay.
Behind the scenes.
Oh yeah, we could do it behind. Okay, I think I want to kind of like rearrange these though. So let's do behind the scenes. This one would be packing your camera bag.
Okay.
Okay.
Poll your audience.
I think let's do
different options.
Yeah, let's do
what if we do a testimonial here?
It's so funny because I was just gonna say that, but I was trying to stay on topic. That's so funny.
Yeah.
Okay.
Client testimonial. And then we can come up with an example later.
Okay, I do have one for this one. Let's do give advice to your ideal client, and then in parentheses you can put like postpartum, comma, how to use your branding images, comma, let's do one more. We'll do days when momming is hard. Hopefully that gives enough examples.
Okay.
Okay, for this one, let's do, this one could be reminder to current client or to current clients to order prints and products from their gallery.
Okay.
You could also put down there as a bonus, like, yeah, down there, just a bonus, great time to run a 20% off sale.
Spotlight a client.
Okay, so we did a client testimonial on Tuesday. Let's do, I guess, what are they looking forward to for the weekend, right? It's got to be personal.
Okay.
Awesome.
The 17th, how to go from blank to blank.
Yeah, that's more like the advice piece. Okay, let's do share what your favorite pose or prompt is and why. Yep.
Okay.
Okay, Tuesday, let's do an engagement post. Okay, real fast. On Mondays, will you put in parentheses on the bottom or something that they're going to show this pose or prompt with images? I don't want them to think, oh, that's what the caption is. Obviously not, but I feel like somebody's just gonna be dumb. So, okay. Okay, engagement. Oh, go-to morning drink. Easy. Love it.
Okay.
All right, Wednesday the 19th, let's do a reel scrolling a finalized gallery. And maybe a testimonial with it.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, Thursday the 20th. So we did engagement. We did kind of educational, behind the scenes, whatever. Then we kind of did all that. Okay, so let's do something. Let's do something promotional. So maybe this is share your final dates or spots for upcoming session availability. Surely that's simple, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's super simple. Okay.
Awesome. Okay, and then Friday the 21st, let's do, sometimes I like to think about my galleries and my clients because, like, what would I say? I would say maybe it's show off a recent location that you loved.
Okay.
Love it. Okay. Monday the 24th, it's not Memorial Day, but that's okay. Oh, you know what we didn't? Well, okay, we don't have to because not everybody has that as their niche. Okay, so Monday the 24th, let's do, here's what happens after you book. We haven't done that one in a while. Speaking of, let's go back to January.
Okay.
What did we do? What did we do in January? Just to see if, okay.
We haven't done this one in a while.
That's true.
Whether it's email list or
yeah.
Facebook group, we haven't done that one in a while.
Okay, let's do the email list one, and then what we can say is something along the lines, okay, join my email list. Yeah, invite your followers. No, it's fine. It's fine.
Oh, okay.
To join email list for upcoming fall calendar release. That's the one.
Oh, yeah.
And I know it's June, but a lot of people will release it in July or August. So I think that's perfect. Okay, I like the answer frequently asked question. Just leave it there. Okay, we're not gonna do, well, actually we could do this or that, but I want to do it. No, let's do this. I got one. Tell me tell me which image is your favorite, and it could be like a little carousel, and then people can comment 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5 or something like that.
That makes sense, right? Because you know sometimes they need like specific details.
Yes.
Okay, last day of June.
Love it. That's great. Just leave it alone. That's
Okay,
fantastic.
perfect.
Well, I guess did they just do it? Because they probably won't do that again. They're probably not. They're gonna be like, no, I just talked about this. Okay, so let's do. I saw one. It's talk about your editing style and show it with pictures.
Okay.
Cool. And then for
now-
July, we're gonna cheat because I gave away a freebie and I just remembered I did the 30 fill in the blank captions. So are you ready for this?
I'm ready. Let's do it.
Oh, this is gonna be awesome. Okay. Okay. Caption or topic 1 is the glow up.
Okay.
So basically show us your editing growth. Okay. Caption 2 or post 2 is all about it says educate your clients on what and what not to wear.
I think that's so important, honestly. Okay, next.
For sure. Okay. I have to mix these up a little bit because I kind of did these in groups. So give me just a second. Okay, this one could be basically like a photographer's perspective. And so ideally, this is a reel that somebody is photographing behind the photographer. So the clients can see, you know, it's kind of like you feel like it's chaotic, but this is what I see. You know what I mean? I hope that makes sense.
Real for this. You think it's kind of like what you see, what I see.
Exactly. Yes.
Sharing a session. Okay.
Okay. This next one is going to be kind of a personal. It's basically before I was a photographer, I was a blank. Or if they're still working, they can talk about what else they do on top of photography. I think that's cool.
Or if you're still working, what do you do on top of? Your beautiful face is blocking my words over here.
Sorry.
Nope, you're fine. Okay. Second week.
Awesome. Second week. Okay, let's go. Let's see. The worst advice I ever. What?
So we breeze through these. It's so funny to me.
I know. And then we get stuck on our own. It's just so funny. Okay. The worst advice I ever got as a blank was blank. And then in parentheses, put relate this to your niche.
Okay. Do we want to give an example here? Like if you were writing this for a family, what would you say?
Well, I already have an example, and it says the worst advice I ever got as a new mom was fill in the blank. Oh, okay. Or I can tell you one of the worst pieces of advice I ever got as a mom was not to hold your baby all the time.
Love that advice. You know, it's so funny because I worked in childcare before I had my 2 kids, and I worked in like the infant room. So it was like 6-week-olds to like 18 months. Yeah. And it was things I swore I was never going to do. I was never going to like hold my baby too much. I was never going to co-sleep. I was never going to all these things. And I did every single one of them.
But it's also instinctual. Like just like animals, they don't just leave their babies, you know?
Yeah.
Okay, Tuesday you can leave alone. It's totally fine. Wednesday, I'm gonna go back up. We're gonna do another styling one. So this one's for the blank, the niche person when choosing your next outfit for a session. I'm gonna throw this in the chat just in case.
When choosing next.
Yeah, I think you got it, but just in case, because that was kind of wonky.
I'm just going to put it down here. Boop, like that.
Perfect. Okay, this next one is going to be, oh my God, I just had it. Where did it go? Oh, the like a full of gratitude post. I can't believe I get to do this, type situation. Thank your people. There you go. Awesome. Okay. Let's do, okay, so Friday, this one's not in the caption, but it's seasonal. So maybe it's talk about something fun you're gonna do with your family / spouse / kids this summer. Yep. Awesome. Okay, 2 more weeks. Okay, so this one's behind the scenes is what the category is. Let's just stick with that, but let's do, let's just say like you at a session, you working with clients at a session.
Okay.
Done. Awesome. Okay, now let's get back to these. I want to do a funny would you rather for this one. So it's like, well, the circle was giving very inappropriate ones. I won't, but I think they said, would you rather something about, would you rather go without sex or food or something like that for a year or dessert?
I've seen this. I've seen this one. Yep.
And, yeah, and they were like, oh my God. Anyway, okay, what if we do like, would you rather, what sucks either way? Let's just Google. Let's just Google it. Funny would you rather questions for anyone. Okay. Here we go. Okay, oh good. Here's a good one. Would you rather have super slow internet or low, oh my God, or low phone battery forever?
Oh my word. That's a dreadful would you rather.
I would pick phone battery because it would get me off my phone more.
That's a great way to look at it.
Well, there's nothing that you can't do on a computer that you could do on your phone. You see what I'm saying?
True. Yeah, this is true.
Okay, Wednesday the 12th. Let's do attention blank. This one's for you. And then this one is encourage urgency to book a session with them because of a holiday, a season, or an event. Kind of like a deadline, if you will.
We're gonna put an insert deadline.
Okay.
Okay.
I love it. Okay. What if we do one step-by-step tutorial on how to write a review?
That's a good one.
I love it.
I love that one. Yeah.
Me too. Okay, Friday the 14th. Let's see. Ooh, this one's pretty good. Worried about looking too posed or awkward during your session? ? This one's basically, you're going to educate people on your style and how you work with clients at their session.
Educate your clients on how
you work with them during the session or pose them or whatever.
Okay.
Perfect. Love it. Okay. Next. No Lightroom. I don't want you right now. Okay. Ooh, this one's good. Maybe you've wanted, here, let's just copy and paste this. Okay, actually, let me tell you what the prompt is. The prompt is encourage people who are on the fence to book with you. And then I'll give you the hook. And you can put this as an example. Okay, the Tuesday the 23rd, I'm just gonna change it slightly, and it's gonna be why I don't do this.
A blank, or you want me to say this?
You can do it blank.
Okay.
You can do it blank, it's fine.
Okay.
And then, so maybe it's, so it's some examples, because I know they're gonna be like, I don't know what that means. Okay, so here's why I don't do, I guess you could, let's do sneak peeks, but then I want to change this. I want to make this more creative. Why I don't, oh, maybe it's like why I don't, I was thinking like IPS, but I don't think clients are going to understand that. I don't know. I really had a good idea in my head, and now I don't know what it was. What would I write? Why I don't blank. Oh, why I don't photograph at any other time besides sunset. So maybe we take out the word do, and it's just why I don't blank.
That makes more sense.
It does, yeah. Okay. All right, the 24th. Let's get back to these captions over here. Okay, let's do this one. It's encourage people. Hold on, didn't we just do that? Where's the one that we encourage people to book with us? Damn it, Monday. Okay, skip it. Sorry, I grouped all these up. So, okay. Let's do this one. Okay, this one's kind of good. Have you heard of blank? And it's like another business, business owner, etc. And basically you're shouting out another local business or venue.
Business owner,
etc. Yep.
Business venue. Okay.
Okay. Let's see what else we got. This one could be like the top 3 prints or products I order from my digital gallery. You could also turn it around to the top 3 that my clients, right? The most popular, you turn it around like that too.
Okay.
Perfect. Okay, Friday the 26th. Let's do something personal.
Does it need to be, I guess my question is, could it be school related? You know what I mean? Like everybody's kind of prepping for the summer, but at the same time, I think about the people that are usually on these calls, and I'm like, are they really going to use that? You know what I mean?
Probably not. Okay, what would be a good personal? Maybe it's like, what was your favorite like trip, memory, activity so far from the summer? Maybe, I don't know. Yeah.
Ooh, what if it was, yeah, it could be that, or it could be like, what was your favorite like childhood summer vacation or something?
Oh yeah, that'd be fun. Ooh, yeah, what if we just turn it into or talk about a summer tradition you had as a childhood or a memory, right? And then ask your followers to share theirs. Love it. Okay, very good, Courtney. Okay, I just want to see if there was any other captions that we wanted to throw in.
No, you see what I did down here because we ran out of weeks.
Oh no,
I know.
that's wild.
We still have 3 days, but July fills up like 5 full weeks.
What the heck?
I know.
That is crazy.
I know.
Weird. Okay. So this one is, maybe it's like a common mistake your clients are making or something like that. And maybe we make this one like I would put in parentheses, pick something they don't know they're doing wrong. A common mistake.
Oh my word. What if it is an example could be like always looking at the camera and smiling, right?
Oh
like,
my God, yes.
Because that's something I do.
It's just hard because you're nervous. Like I'm guilty of it too, you know?
Yeah. I feel like it's the cheerleader in me that comes out. I'm like, oh, I'm supposed to look here and smile.
I love it. Okay, Tuesday the 30th. Let's do countdown to fall calendar release if you haven't already.
Okay.
And then Wednesday the 31st, let's just simply recap a session, or for people who are like, I don't have enough, go all the way back to last summer. Share your favorite session from a year ago. I do this all the time. Love it. Done and done.
That's
okay.
Done. All
That's
right,
about 20-ish minutes. That's not bad.
Yeah. Now
and
for
that's
the fun
2 months.
part. I know, 2 months.
2 months
like,
and we're
in
done.
20 minutes. I know, it's amazing.
Yep. I love it.
Okay, so that's done. Now,
Okay.
I've got all of this filled out. Not sure what we're doing with it.
Oh no. Oh well, it's fine. Okay. Let's do this. Let's just really chat some strategy and figure out. Let's start here. Okay. What are we going to offer people in these emails that is going to keep them wanting to open it? Because once a week is not enough. It's not going to be enough. We're going to have to either do like Tuesdays and Thursdays, which I'm totally down to do. Those are actually some of my highest days of open rates. But I want the first one they get on Tuesday, I want them to be different because people get so sick and tired of the same old, same old. So I was thinking, you know, what are some of the most, and we can even go over to the Facebook group and look up some group insights if you want, but what are the things they love the most, right? That they're commenting on or whatever. And then how can we incorporate that? Yeah. Because I'm thinking like how we used to do a marketing or a mindset tip. Absolutely including that on Tuesday. Because Thursdays, the whole point is to grow our listenership on the podcast or to get them over to the blog. That's what I want Thursday's email to be for.
I think I'm gonna have to go to I'm gonna log in as you so I have more access here.
Charge my phone.
You full screen, share screen, go here, share. We're gonna go to here. And we want to go to what? Engagement?
I think so. I think that's where it shows us the posts. And then if you scroll down, I think it brings up the exact post.
Oh, yeah, right here.
So like this. Okay, so ignore yesterday's. Obviously. Okay. A lot of these are engagement. So, okay. I think the contests are just gonna die out unless we find a creative way to maybe it's a monthly contest. And then do we have them to increase our email rates? Can we handle people replying with an image, or do we need to have a form where they submit things? Like, what do you think? And then how do we choose a winner?
Yeah, it's the choosing the winner. Do you want to choose this hat? I don't know where Tanner's that hat is. I'm sorry.
We think the contest was just something
we can handle the influx of replies because I think you just set it up in a Google form, right?
Yeah.
And ask them to submit the image. It's the how do we choose a winner that I'm like, I don't know how to choose a winner.
That's true.
Because we do it based on the group itself here.
That's true. Okay, so maybe we just don't do a contest, and that's fine. Okay. The only thing I could think of though was if we really wanted to, is it something that you, me, or Tara could literally go through and choose a favorite and then feature it in a newsletter, and that's how people find out? That'd be kind of cool.
Yeah.
right? Would that
Yeah,
be
because that's
cool?
the only thing I was thinking too, was that we one of two ways. Either the team picks our favorite, or we like input everybody that submitted one into that pick a circle thing. You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
then it's just a random draw. You know what I mean?
I think that there's more weight in it when they're like, oh my God, Brooke's gonna choose. And even if it's not
Right.
really me, right? Like I'll do it the first couple times. But if we're only doing it once a month, how freaking simple is that? I think
Yeah.
that would be so fun. And what an excitement. Like once a month, like they know the first Tuesday of every month we're gonna announce who that winner was. I think we should do it because what a
Yeah.
fun way to, and you know what? If it flops the first 2 months, we won't do it.
Then
Cool.
we just don't do it. Yeah.
Okay. Monthly contest, not weekly.
Yeah.
Okay, so for that, we will need a Google form.
Mhm.
Yeah, we'll do the Google form and then whatever we have them comment. So you'll probably want a name and email. Maybe go ahead and throw in their website link, Instagram link, and then submit their picture. That way, when we feature them, we can like go aloud, like other
Right.
photographers say, hey, click the website, click the Instagram. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Right.
Okay,
Okay.
perfect. Love it.
Yep.
And then we'll
Okay.
still give the winner that choice of something.
Right. Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Let's see. Your introduction posted. Amazing.
Of course it did.
It's all a whole lot of tell me where you're from,
Yeah, I don't
situation,
care about that.
contest, giveaway, drop your favorite pose or prompt.
Yeah, so a lot of it is definitely
It's all
engagement.
engagement. This is
That's the
master.
master class.
Here's a want to know the secret to communicating your prices effectively.
That was the master class that people were
It
commenting
was
on
the
because I was
master
giving
class.
away. Okay.
Podcast, promo.
I
Yeah, it's
love it.
all like
Okay,
engagement.
perfect. Okay, let's look at. Okay, what if we go to the photos in our group and we
Mhm.
look for the marketing, the mindset, the teaching type posts? Let's just see, which ones kind of stand out from others. Okay, so like starting with the picture next to my face.
This one.
Yeah, let's click it. Let's see. Okay.
Yeah.
I love it. So I think one of the things we're gonna do is maybe we rotate on marketing, mindset, things like that. So we repurpose some podcasts is what I'm thinking. And then I think I need to give them like, here's your action of the week. What do you think about that?
Yeah. So the way I see it is Tuesday's email is going to be like that engagement, value, personal, whatever email, right? Then at the
Yep.
end, you're going to give them the action item of the week. And then whatever that action item is, in my opinion, should relate to Thursday's email, which will be promoting the podcast.
Okay.
Don't
Yeah.
you agree?
Yes and no. I think it just depends on what the podcast is, right? Like if that relates, then totally. That's the good thing about a lot of my content. It goes back and forth. Do you know what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
So yeah, so I think it just depends, but ultimately, yes. And then I love the idea of like the engagement, the value. And then when there is an opportunity for a personal storytelling story, I'm going to try to write that because I know that's like what people will read. It's just hard because I still will not read emails if I have to scroll more than twice. I just won't. It's just too long. So I'll try to keep it short and sweet. Okay, and then Thursdays is podcast promo. The only CTA is to listen to the podcast. And then maybe the PS is have you taken action on whatever it was we talked about, right?
Right. And you can even honestly, if I'm fielding the replies in your inbox, you can always ask them like reply to me what you did with
I
your
think that's going to
homework
be
from
huge.
Tuesday.
Yeah,
Because
that's going to
that is,
be huge for email.
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because
Yep.
I can like pretend to be you in that
Yep.
scenario and be like, oh, that's great, or whatever.
Yep.
And it allows them to still have that direct contact with you.
I love it. I am some weeks I probably am gonna go crazy. And because I want people, we've got to hook them in from the beginning or they're not going to keep up with it. And so what I mean is like, okay, send me a screenshot because this worked so well in one of the freebies. Send me a screenshot of your Instagram and I'll send you back like one thing to fix, or you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like something like that. And at this point,
Right.
we both could probably tackle it. So sometimes it'll be like that. Sometimes it'll just be, you know, reply with, I needed this if this touched you today. Something simple like that. And then I just want to make sure that we respond to everybody.
Right.
And we just say, you know, like, hey, Courtney, I'm so glad that this touched you today. That's exactly why we wrote this email.
Right.
See, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah. And that way, because I feel like when you take away, as much as we've talked about how you and I aren't in Facebook groups, a lot of times people use that Facebook group as their connection to their mentor. You know what I mean? So if you're asking them to respond to you and we reply back to those emails, they still have that connection.
Yes. Yeah. But, and also I feel like this is what's going to make our live event stronger, because then that's where the community piece comes in, right? And then this is where if we want to, if we just randomly, like after the summer's over and we just want to do like a meet and greet, hey, photographers, come hop on this Zoom call or something to meet each other, that's a great way. It could also be through the boot camps, doing a lot of introductions. But yeah, like I'm just over the Facebook group. I've looked at other people's Facebook groups like Stephanie Gass and Chelsea's. They all suck. I mean, they all suck right now. I would say Chelsea probably has the highest amount of engagement, but she's also teaching something where there's a lot of questions. You know what I mean? Like it's personal. Everybody has a house. So
yeah.
Easy. You know what I mean? But yeah, I like this idea. I do. I'm interested to see how it goes because I've always wanted email to be our number one thing, truly. So
Right.
yeah.
Okay. And then I think it just,
got that.
I think it will just increase, I think it will increase conversion time. Does that make sense?
I hope so.
Faster.
I hope so. And then the other thing that I really want to dig into, like I'm just going to nerd out, whether it's YouTube, free masterclasses, whatever it is right now. I want to go all in with email and really learn how can I segment? How can I really create a funnel that's going like that's for this specific person? And then how can we continue to lead these people and get them tagged for certain things, right? Like, are you a beginner? Let's tag you for that. Have you been in the business and you think you want to be an educator? Let's tag you for that because you guys need different things. So I just kind of want to nerd out about that. That's really where I'm headed. The other thing, so I looked at Circle. Once upon a time it was free. Okay. Yeah, I was like $49 a month for the basic. Oh my God.
Basic. Yeah.
For basic, right? For something that people may or may not use. I'm just saying. And so, because the only time I've had access to it is in a paid program. So that makes sense to me. But I would love to look into text messaging, right?
Yeah.
Like I would love to do something like text message marketing rather than paid ads. I'd rather my dollars go there for the people that want it, because I feel like it really does work. Now that's a long-term strategy. That would be something later this year that we might implement. But anyway, okay, so that's that. Anything else about that do you want to talk
about? No. Let's talk about logistics of it. In terms of like, so basically we're getting rid of the Facebook group. I'm no longer writing captions. I'm no longer creating graphics. So where do you want me to move in terms of the email?
Well, I think when it comes to email, we'll still have some graphics. We just need to make new templates, in my opinion, I think is kind of where we're going to do that, because I still like to use images to break up the text. You know me, I got to have different things there. So I would say that's probably some of that. And then, yeah, I haven't thought that far. My mind is still on product suite. So I kind of like thought about like, what do I want to do? Let me find my notes. I took notes on this the other day. Right here. Okay, so I want something on subscription. I don't know what that looks like. I want something on subscription. I want like a $397 or a $497 course on something. So whether there's, because that is the first step to getting people to the blueprint. I thought about this morning too. I've done everything people have told me to do for 4 going on 5 years. I've focused on the one thing, even though I've taken a couple of pivots. Truly, the blueprint has never been something we've ever taken off the table. I feel like it's constantly been marketed, no matter what. It's still not converting the way that I want it to.
Right.
It's never done it. It's not, I mean, we still only have 2 people and doors close tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? And so for me to just sit back and rely on it and just think it's going to click one day, it's not going to work. So I truly believe we need a less than a $500 course. No coaching. There's nothing from me is in there. Like, it's just, here's the course. You're going to take this, and the only support you get is via email. I'm not, there's no live Q&A, nothing like that. That's what I want to create, and that's what these market research calls are for. So I have 3 today. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to message pretty much everybody that filled that form out. I'm just going to send them another Google form and say, hey, I had way more people that filled this out than I was expecting. There's no way I had time to talk to each and every one of you, but I value your opinion. Fill this form out for me, because I want to see what is that common thread. What do people need the most? What's the one thing that we can give them? Build a course on that's like a bite-sized version of the blueprint, and then create a funnel where once they're done with that and they've experienced that win, then they're ready for the blueprint. That's what I want to do. So that's kind of you and I have said this for years. There needs to be something before the blueprint. We've said that, and I believe it. And so that's what I want to do. And then somewhere, some way, I want some kind of a subscription model. But I'm curious to hear if you have any ideas on it. And not marketing. I'm not doing another marketing subscription.
Right. So then that leads to the question, what do you envision it as? Do you have any ideas at all? Is this for your blueprint students? Is this for those people that
I want it to be like, I want it to almost be like supplemental. So it doesn't matter if you're a student, it doesn't matter if you're a beginner or someone seasoned, which I don't really care about the seasoned people. I'm still trying to help people get consistent. That's fine. It's just like, what do they need? You know?
Right. That's where I'm at too. And they're going to tell you marketing. But here is the root issue when it comes to marketing. You've taught this until you're blue in the face. It's not that they need help with the marketing, it's that they don't want to do it.
Yeah. And then they also don't want to hire someone to
like they don't want to do it, or they can't afford or don't want to hire someone to do it.
Yeah.
So
okay, so let me give you an example. So for this membership or subscription or whatever this is, I want it to be very bite-sized but doable, so that people are like, this is my first, maybe this is my first taste at education. And so I'm going to do this like $47 or $97 a month thing to learn something, but I just don't know what that is. And I want it to be very hands-off. I don't mind showing up if I need to once a month or something, but I really want to build a model that does not need me. That's where I'm at in my life. I don't want to be needed. And the only way you get access to me, honestly, from here on out, because I really don't want to do one-on-one coaching either, is a blueprint. That's it. That's the coaching program in my mind. Right?
Right. Yeah. Because my thought was taking Jillian's, what was Sales Queen Collective that she has?
Oh God, I forgot all about that. Yeah.
Okay. So the difference being that she did a live master class every month inside of there, right? And then she also added in like a monthly networking call, I think. But what if you did pre-recorded? The only thing is if you did pre-recorded master classes and like one just drops every month, that's like what they get. The issue there is, I think we're going to run into not a lot of people are going to then sign up for the boot camps and the other live master classes
Yep.
that will lead to the blueprint, because why would they?
Yeah. Yeah. Let me look up what Amy Porterfield's subscription is, because she was talking about this. I need to figure out what her. Let's see if I can find it. Okay. So hers is specifically for students, but she has thousands, right, that have gone through DCA. So they are digital course creators. They're educators like me. So hers is the Momentum membership experience. It's a private community for her alumni. They can get clarity, community, strategies, and all the support you need for each season of your digital course journey. I don't know. So I guess it's almost like, honestly, it's almost like a Facebook group, but paid.
Yeah. I'm just trying to think, like, what could you give, right? Because I mean, you could easily do that with the blueprint students, but that's not what we want
And
to
I
do.
don't want to. We've never liked it. We've tried it,
Yeah.
and I never liked it.
That needs to be something we just kind of like brainstorm over, I guess. Like, what could this be? Because I think about, like, even Katie had House of Health there for a while.
Oh, she doesn't anymore?
No, because she put way too much into it. Like, I was trying, like, when she first created it, I was like, don't give them too much of you, because then that's what they're going to expect moving forward.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And she gave way too much of herself, and then she basically got burnt out. Like, her heart just wasn't in there anymore because she was just giving too much. You know what I mean? So she would fill out a calendar for the month, and like she would have a monthly workshop, a monthly Q&A. She did 3 or 4 like live workouts, like, you know what I mean? And for $57 a month, it was like a steal.
Yeah, no joke.
You know? So that's what I don't want. I don't want you to be like putting too much.
My idea for this would be more like kind of what Elizabeth McCravey did with us, where like she created this community, and then like she would come on. I think she did like 1 live a month or something to teach us whatever, and then she had like a private podcast. It was basically like that hub you and I were talking about, like we'll connect you with all these people, but also for photographers. I just don't know what would be most helpful. So I'm wondering if these market research answers might show us, oh, that's a missing link, right? I also thought about creating that course, making it not business necessarily, but making it, I always told you that I would never teach lighting and editing, but I'm at the point now where I'm like, I'll teach you lighting and editing. Like, if that's what you need, I will teach it to you. But yeah, like, I don't know.
Because I also think about, remember when I first transitioned to the OBM world and I signed up for Jillian Dolberry's?
Yes.
Hers was a membership. So it was ran through Slack. We had once a month, she did like a workshop where she came on and she taught something. And then at the end, she did a live Q&A. And then the only other thing we had access to was a private podcast from her. So basically, she took the workshop theme of the month and she went deeper into it for the podcast, the private podcast. Otherwise, like, we could communicate with her in the Slack, but that was it. Like, that was all.
I even thought about just doing like a private podcast, but it's just so much work. So like, what else am I going to say that I haven't already said?
Right.
What these people want, they want strategy. So if that's truly what we give them, then maybe the membership is, I go back to the last 2 years of podcasting. I pick up the podcast and I put visual to it, or I give them a step-by-step strategy. But then it's just like, which is fine, because I feel like I need something that's a catch-all for all these people that don't want to do the blueprint. Because right now I'm giving them do the blueprint or do nothing. That's literally their choice right now. And we need something else to catch people. So anyway, so I don't think we're going to find the answer on the call today, but I think these market research calls may open up some of that for sure. Yeah.
Okay, so anything else? Do you want me to go into my task and kind of create like the cards for the emails starting in June? You're starting that June?
Yeah, we need to get kind of a situation going here.
Yeah, we need a system.
I want to start emails on the 28th and 30th of May. I know that's not June, but I want that whole week to be a transition week.
30th, 28th and 30th.
Yes. Now, one of the things I'm probably going to do is scroll this parking lot and go pull some ideas like for emails and stuff, because that's really going to help. And then also we have a summer series that I'm about to record, and it's going to be so easy to let that be the focus of the email. Like, I'm so pumped. So that's going to be great. There will definitely be an action of the week. And so I will start doing all of this. Tara is going to be like, oh, okay, cool. So what do you want me to do? And I'm be like, girl, I don't even know, because I don't know what I'm paying either of you $500 for. I mean, I do know for you, but like, I don't know what I'm gonna have all you do, but it's fine. I think this will give you guys even time to help me with like projects, like back end things. And it's okay to have a season of planning, and like, that's okay. That's totally fine with me.
Yeah.
I'm not worried about it. I need this nurture period so that come August, if we do, also, I have to be really honest. I'm kind of rethinking the summit.
Are you?
I want to do it, but I'm getting a lot of resistance I did not have the first time. And then I'm like, is it really going to serve us? Because is this the year where we just grow a bunch of people? Like, is it going to serve us? Can I turn around and truly do a launch after that or not? Because August, it's just crunch time. Like, this, August, September, October, it's crunch time. So, hello.
What if you only host the summit once a year? Like, what if it's just an annual thing?
I like that.
And I like that.
Because if we're trying to throw out all this brand new shit, how are we going to do it? We can't, So I think, as much as I don't want to, I think I'm going to have to postpone it.
Yeah.
And just do one big one in February again.
Yeah.
Because that's the perfect time for a summit. Perfect time. And I felt like I'm at this point now in the planning process where all my first choices have said no. And now it's like I'm pulling teeth just to find someone, and I don't want that.
No.
Let me prove myself, so these people will say yes next year,
Yeah, you want it to be the people you want it to be. Because otherwise your heart's not going to be in it. You know what I mean? You're going to be like, well, I didn't really want this person to speak, but here she is,
Yes. And I think the other part of that too is, oh my God, it literally left my brain. Hold, please. Oh, we did my summit in February. I turned around and I got pitched to be a speaker in 2 summits, and they literally happened, one last month and one literally kicks off next week. And so I have emails about summit, that at some point people are going to be like, nah, I'm over it. So I think if I just shut up about summits from this point forward, they have all this time, so that February, hopefully we can double our attendance.
Right. Yeah. I think,
cool. So no
annual.
Okay, cool. Okay, so summit.
It makes me think of what is it? Haley, what's her name?
Yeah,
Haley.
I already know what you're talking about. Yeah.
Females on Fire. She does it every year, annually, right?
Yeah.
So I think just doing it annually will increase the number of people we get, and also I think it will help with the speakers saying yes.
I love that. I really, really, really want to do an in-person retreat for planning for the next year. I do. Now, maybe this isn't spend the night Airbnb. Maybe it's a one-day event. Maybe that's what we do. It doesn't have to be large scale, but I would love to do something like that, or find a space where we can house quite a few, because I really think that's what I would love to do. If I could travel and do that 3 times a year, and that was how I made my revenue, I'd quit everything else. Like that's
Yeah.
all I want to do at this point, and I think people would really enjoy it. The other thing I thought of is, maybe after this in-person retreat, or whatever we're going to call it, I may even turn around and call it like a intensive and not a retreat, because I plan on having some fun, but not, you know what I'm saying? Like we're
Yeah.
going to work during the day and we're going to enjoy and celebrate at night for like 2 days or something. But I would seriously love to do an on stage type situation in 2025, and then even live stream it and sell those for tickets too. Just an idea, just something to go the next level eventually.
Yeah. I love that.
Awesome.
Okay. So
Okay.
we have to think about the subscription and membership.
Yes.
We've got to develop a system, a solid system for the email,
Yes.
however way we're going to do it.
Yep.
Otherwise, I think we're solid. We're good.
Okay. Yes. Emails first priority. Market research. I'm going to kind of read between the lines there and see what we can get. And then hopefully out of that, we can see, do we go to subscription model first? Do we do the course? What's coming where? And also I need to update the blueprint marketing modules. That's a goal for me over the summer, since I'm not going to be working as much. I would like to re-record these in real time, so that way they have the most tried and true marketing versions. There's some other things I want to say that I haven't got to teach on. So anyway, all of that to say, I would love to update that over the summer so that they can have fresh drops of lessons and stuff like that. Yeah.
Right. I love that. Okay. Next, live launch.
I really want to get in before September. I want people to, I would love to do another big blueprint, but honestly, let's just see how this one ends first. And then here's what I want to do. Maybe we schedule like a 30-minute call. I want to deep dive for the last 18 months that we've done a blueprint launch. I want to look at every single one and figure out what is our conversion rate? What is happening? Why are these people not primed? And then out of all these people, go through those tags like we did last time. Is it 50-50? Is it the same freaking people over and over and over again? Because if so, then there's a missing link somewhere and we need a bunch of cold traffic at this point. So yeah, I would love to do like a whole huge launch debrief.
Okay.
And then I just don't think, it's funny, I was listening to a planning episode this morning, and I just don't think we're there yet, because we're still trying to map out the product suite. So it's hard, you know what I'm saying? Because if we can turn around and have a more successful launch on a smaller course than the blueprint, then bye blueprint. You can be the one in the background where we push people to. Do you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah. So that's where I'm at.
Okay. All right. Sounds good.
Okay.
Let me know how
Awesome.
market research goes.
I will. I'm going to go create that Google form right now with the questions and go ahead and send that out. And then I have 3 people that I'll have in person, I guess. So.
Okay. All right.
Hey, thank you.
You're welcome. Talk soon.
All right. Bye.